All right. Oh yeah, cool. Game mic's working. Well, it's all good. All good. All right, give me 1 second here. There we are. All right. Hope my I'll make this a little bit bigger. We got Caleb Tucker.
Oh, hey there.
He's joining us because we got another announcement to do after we get this explosive sunset on the way. Let's see here. We got everybody. We got enough people in here. We'll get this party started. Typical explosive sunset that we'll have like we've always done. As you can see, here's our new website that I've been working on. I'll get the domain switched over at some point when we're more close to being done with this. But so basically, you go to the activities, you'll see our main event, and then you can come down here and you can see um, the tax op. So as long as it's updated properly, it should have. Yep. So instead of Buddy Aid for this event, we're going to try something different. We've got some new props. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys. Since I got a 4K screen. Springing in a chair. So let me pull this off over. Jesus, Windows. There we go. So like I was saying, typical explosive sunset, except where we got one main change. Technically two. For medical, we're gonna have where nobody's allowed to do buddy aid in this game. It's going to be you've got a 4-person medic team on each side, and the way it's going to be ran is that you'll have a 2-minute bleed out, and if the medic doesn't get you in time, of course you can just go walk back and get back into the fight. But if a medic guy comes up to you, there's going to be a little scenario they have to play out. One will be that he'll have or she will have a deck of cards, and you'll pick out one of them, and that will be the type of injury that you have, and then that medic has to perform certain actions that are on that card as well to heal you, which could be a syringe, could be, of course, not a real one, but also ace bandages, could be putting you on the stretcher and carrying you back, and if he has to do the carry you back with the stretcher, it's a 4-man objective. So I believe it will make it to where it's okay if it's just the one medic and get 3 other guys to help out. That'll be fine. Yeah, some casualty cards. Thanks, I couldn't remember the name of it. But let's see. Yeah, so there was that. Yeah, we'll let it be where it could just be anybody. But also the medics, they cannot die. And they're not allowed to have any weapons other than like a pistol for if somebody wants to try to get out of control or something, But they're not really there to kill anybody. They're not there to die either. They can grab someone and bring them to a safe area like normal, and then conduct their scenario there as well, just to kind of get a little bit more immersion, see how people will um, respond to it and stuff. We think it could add some extra good gameplay. Um, on the casualty card as well, it'll have a photo of a body, and it will show on there like what part of the body was injured and stuff like that. So should be good. Am I quiet?
Oh, you done broke it.
Well, I mean, according to my thing here, it shows that I'm pretty loud, but give me a second. I will. see if I can fix that. Okay. How about that? Is that better?
You are now tuned into G2 Radio.
Let's see here. Just tab it, but yeah, okay. That's definitely louder. I'm almost at the red now, so. Testacular. Testacular card, yeah, right. So outside of that, the only other thing that we've added was the black team. Black team, which consists mostly of javelin and a couple stragglers. They are going to be kind of like my command and control team to help make sure that things are flowing the way they should. There is a lot, since this field is so massive, there's a lot of freedom to go wherever you need to go to make plays, but we need to make sure that things are being handled accordingly. Like, for instance, you're not going to be allowed to be in Camp Victory until the very end, the night game. That's because we're going to set up some stuff in there, and we don't want people disturbing it. So the black team is kind of going to be around, I don't know, maybe the wood line or something, or I might have to call them on the radio and tell them to get you guys pushed back in a certain area because you're progressing too fast or something like that. Also, during this entire time, until the night portion, they're not going to be able to die. So basically, when you see them, you just know to get back. Basically. Let's see what else. So, and as you know, let me pull up the map real quick. As you can see with the map, there are the different zones, and there will be a weapons cache, some artillery rounds and stuff like that you have to capture. Being on the USA side, you have to capture those points. RLNA, you have to defend those. So you're going to be starting over here in the outskirts, and we're going to bring USA to the far back. And as the USA takes these points over and captures them, those will become their new spawn locations. So, you know, then once they capture Ghost Town, that becomes their new spawn location, so on and so forth. And as you lose, as RLNA loses theirs, the next point over, or I'm sorry, no, not the next point over, but you go 200 feet out or whatever, or you can go to the next point to respawn. Outside of that, it's pretty much the same thing. We are going to have also Golem, who is the usual Juggernaut. He's going to modify his suit to be a blast suit, so a bomb suit. So he's going to be a part of that as long as he can make it out that day. Otherwise, we'll just do how we normally did, where you'll have to radio in the EOD and we take care of it. So for some of you who are new and don't know progressive rush game, basically, yeah. For some of you who are new, the way that this game works is that you will take over these points in order. So you'll have Outskirts, Ghost Town, Neutral Territory, Dead Man's Land, Dunmar Lab, and District 7. And then there will be a night portion, well, at the night time. That's what we're aiming for, is night time. Then you'll have the Camp Victory area, and the RLNA SF forces will be in there too. And then that's when they'll be able to be killed. Once you capture all these points, you can take it over. So the way the communication works in this game is that it is highly mandatory that you get a radio for this, because what happens is you'll take over an area, like say you're going to take over Ghost Town. you need to radio that back to your commander, because your commander is going to be kind of like over here somewhere in the background, so he doesn't die. Because if he dies, there's going to be a big penalty for that, and we haven't decided yet what that penalty is going to be. But basically, then you'll radio to them that the point is secured. Your commander will then radio the EOD and let them know that you guys have captured the point and you need an explosive to take out the weapon cache. So then we don't know where on the field the EOD will be, so that adds some randomness to it, to where you have to defend that territory for however long it takes for them to get there. If the RLNA forces start to push you back, they have the choice to say it's safe or not. And if they say it's not, then you gotta fight again to get them pushed. No audio is good. Everybody else is hearing. RLNA cannot take back the points. No. Let me make sure. Let's see here. What happens if they get wiped out? I'm not certain who you're talking about with who. I'm assuming the RLNA SF, they can't die until the night game. So there is no wiping them out. They're my command and control group. But anyhow, then once the EODs take out that point, they'll radio back to your guy to let them know that that station has been taken and neutralized, and now that becomes your spawn location for the U.S. forces. And you pretty much just do that the entire time. But then there is going to be some surprise scenarios where like the EOD tech could get injured or whatever, and you'll have to call the medics over to heal them or something, so you can get the point back in control, or complete the mission of getting that under control. Might have to medvac them somewhere with the stretcher. We're adding a little bit of different flavor to this one, instead of it just being kind of like GLM said, where it's just a point capture rush deal. We want to add some micro sims into this and see what you guys think about it. And you've got all day to do this. There is one break in the middle of the day. I think it's around like 5 o'clock.
And I will say, as a player myself that has done this event twice, it is not an easy event to pull off quickly, because you will run into players that don't have comms to call in, and you will lose the point just as quick as you've taken it. As a ghillie sniper, I had that problem. I want to say, what was the last one at Pike? The last explosive sunset?
Yep.
Was at Pike County, and
Yep.
our team had the mortar shells captured, but nobody had a radio to relay anything, and we ended up losing the point and then having to full force take it back. So it is not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, it's like a capture point, but with the scale of this field versus the previous two that I've done, Explosive Sunset, this one is a lot bigger scale. So I don't think it's going to be just a simple, yep, we captured it, game over. It's not going to happen that way.
Yeah, it's like I'm saying, because if you don't have a radio to call in that you've captured the point, then you'll just be sitting there the entire time with the point. So definitely make sure you have a radio for that. Let's see here, off topic, Chrono will be done with the so we chrono with our own weight BBs, 3s, at our chrono station, just to help make sure with the jewel creep and stuff like that. So we can't shoot the guys in the black till the night out, correct? Because they're, like I said, they're there for my command control group, so that if you know, because like if you get like, not everybody is on the same skill level when they come to these mill sims. You know, you sometimes have a group of people that's just really good communicating, and like that's 50% of the battle right there. Especially if y'all got, you know, comms, and that can steer the event off into a direction that is not necessarily intended. because like this is supposed to last all day long. So we're just putting in some safeguards to kind of help prevent that from happening. Make you guys choose different paths to go down or whatever the case is, so that we can keep it going. How long's the day portion? It is basically from 11 till dark. But there is one break in there for about an hour for dinner, and then we'll get back out there, reset, just in case things do get a little hairy, or if people don't like the medic stuff, then we can stop doing the medic things or make some tweaks to it. Then we can continue on. Can you shoot black guys? The SF guys, you could shoot at them, but it's not going to do any good because until nighttime, until you've captured all the districts, all 6 of them. Once you've captured all 6, outskirts, ghost town, neutral territory, dead man's land, Dunmar Lab, and District 7, that's when the black team is now vulnerable, and you can attack them, and then they can die just as easily as anybody. They're only special for the beginning portion of the game. No, so we kind of call this a little bit of like a Milsim Light event. So we don't care like how many mags and stuff you bring. Just no adapters to adapt your gun to other stuff. That's the only thing that we restricted on. And uniform color, top and bottom, and hat must match so that it's easy to identify which team you're on, because we're not going to put armbands on. Unless we absolutely have to. Like, I mean, if freaking 100 green show up and only 40 tan, we'll have to, I don't know, maybe just make them eat it. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when it comes. We've never had it happen, but why does the medic team is far away? Do we basically have to have them with us the whole time? No. So Hoot, the way that it's going to work is there is a 2-minute bleed out, but if the medic makes it to you, then you have to participate in the medic scenario. So yeah, you won't be sitting over there for a half hour waiting for one of the 4 medics to show up to a 40-50 man team. No, you can take care of that. Let's see here. And for USA, whenever you bleed out and you go back, you have to respawn at your spawn location. RLNA team, they can go 200 to 300 feet away and come right back into the fight. No, this event will not have any ammo restrictions either. Like I said, this is kind of like a Milsim Light deal. We're trying to want to get people who come out, we get like 80 plus people every time we have an open play, and we're trying to get them interested into joining the Milsim scene. So we're trying to not put on too many restrictions at once and show them the fun of the different scenarios that we can do, to maybe get them more interested, to buying more of the gear and all that stuff, so that they can be a part of this. And later on we'll have some more Milsim events. Like next year we plan on running, if this turns out well, it'll be a full-blown Milsim next year, in the summertime. We'll also have Nighthawk next year, which is a slightly Milsim Light with the tier 1 event. And we got another event we'll be mentioning here shortly, as long as everybody's done with their questions and stuff, because there's really not a whole lot to this game, but it's pretty simple and basic. And we chose to run it this for our first time at this major field because it is very, very simple, easy to do. That's correct, Meme. I mean, you can shoot at them if you want, but it's not going to do any good. It might make them duck for cover or something like that, but they're there primarily just to get you to not, overwhelm the RLNA group, so that the
She just opened that door.
my dog.
I don't know how she got it open because it was closed.
Okay, yeah, so Yeah, until the night part, then black team is vulnerable. The Facebook event does say it's 2 days. So what we did was, it's just a $50 event. It's for all day. We were thinking Friday we would come out there, and if people wanted to have like a night game or something, we could do that for like an hour or two or whatever, unless it gets too dark. But we also have to get out there and get some stuff set up. So we'll try to work it in or let you guys play while we're out there working. But then we're going to have an open play on Sunday, and we're just allowing anybody that comes to our main event have access, free access to the open play the next day. So you can choose to stay the night and enjoy the next day too if you want, or go home and come back the next day, whatever it is. That's totally fine too. So. Because this is also going to get us, like we get a lot of people asking us if we're going to ever do like Sundays. So by doing it this way, that'll get us 3 Sundays a year. And yeah, it just works out, I think, great for that. I don't think I've missed anything. All the weapon stuff is the same as here in our tax op. So if you go to our website, the way that you guys can get to our website currently, I really hate Internet Explorer. So you can go to our typical crappy website that we just kind of threw up for people's information. You can go want to go to buy tickets, and it brings you right to our new website, activities. And then if you scroll down, it's got the event manuals. And from there, you can some of these are kind of like hints to what we're doing. These are like all of our events, our open play, Explosive Sunset, Nighthawk, and then just some hints for what we plan on doing for the next couple of years. So enjoy that. It's going to get a dark. Oh yeah, because time change. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you guys set your clocks back. Good call. Aside from that, does anybody else have any questions about the event? I don't think there's not a whole lot that's changed other than there's no buddy aid, and I forgot to put in the hyperlink there, so I'll get that fixed. Oh. Okay, yeah, you can use nods this one. There is one event where you're not allowed to use nods. Sorry, and that's not this one.
Good save. You blew it.
I almost. I was like, shit. Okay. Better for news. Yeah, like that's the thing too, because there's like, I mean, I have a set of nods that, we have a set of nods that we bought for the team because, our slogan used to be that we own the night, but then, everybody's nods started breaking, nobody replaced them, stuff like that. So I was like, well, we're just taking away that slogan if we're not going to be replacing them. But we got some ideas for next year so we can earn our title back a little bit easier. Which it's gonna take some time to get that. But anyways, yeah, we'll get there. Oh yeah, the camo okay, yeah, make sure you let me know. We rent the night. That's a damn good one. That'll be our new slogan. Yeah, but we're going to get them replenished. I think we'll have team nods and stuff like that, so that we won't have to rely on people. I mean, they're not going to be the best thermal ones where they're $3,000 or whatever, but it'll be enough to kind of give us something, so we're not so vulnerable. Because when we sometimes go out to other fields and you got this one group, we'll just say Sector 7 for instance, they go out all the time with their nods, and I mean they just cream everybody, so it definitely doesn't make it entertaining for people who are new that kind of want to play at night instead of during the day. But yeah, we'll get there. How are we to avoid Camp Victory? So you have plenty of area to roam, and they're going to know what's going on. So you can easily get through these three areas right here, and then you are going to have this spot here that you have to cross. They'll just be hiding out in here, just making sure that you're not going into there. So I mean, as long as everybody's following the rule, they ain't gonna mess with you, and as long as we don't have any problems, or whatever, they're gonna leave you alone.
Are the hidden trail markers still up there, by the way, that label the towns? Do you guys still have that up there?
I don't recall seeing them.
Okay, because I know there was a post where you guys had like some pathways marked to certain areas, but maybe under a new name now. They can kind of follow those trails if they find one of them signs to get them past Camp Victory safely.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to double check that real quick. Because what I was originally wanting to do was put up like a wall or something like that, so that they had some kind of cover, like put up some extra buildings right there.
Yeah.
But we just haven't had time with building the building or shop. But yeah, so they'll let you get through here to get over to here and all that stuff, and then you'll make your way back to here, and then that'll be it for the night. Blow up some stuff and have some fun. Have a barbecue afterwards. I don't know. Let's see here. So what time does the event end? The event ends when the event ends. As long as it takes you guys to get stuff done. Like I said, we're going to be out there even till Sunday. So I mean, even after we've kicked ass and take names or whatever, with the event, if you guys want to play some more at night, we can make it happen. So I'm all for just letting everybody have a lot of fun, but I'm going to assume that by the time you're done, you're going to be pretty exhausted unless you sat out most of the day. Gen 3, I know, but aren't Gen 3s like $5,000 or something?
Pretty close, yes.
Yeah.
I did my research as well.
Yeah, I mean, and to me, that's just hard to justify for playing airsoft. Like, I mean, if I was in the SF or I don't really know what would be a good use case for me to justify spending $5,000 on odds. I guess it would really just depend on how often I would use them, to be honest. So Op4, the black team, they'll be around watching whatever, maybe coming in, taking some pop shots here and there, keeping things spicy. As long as there's enough people, I mean, they'll be in there doing stuff, Maybe they'll, I don't know, maybe we'll find something else for them to do too. Like, so if you guys have got a lot of green and there's not a bunch of tan, maybe we can have them be hired mercs or something for the day. Because if it is heavily unbalanced, there's no way that tan team's going to be able to get around and screw with you guys on the RLNA. I could see about maybe making them hired mercs or whatever to come out and help out one side or whatever. We want to keep the game flow going. We want to keep it entertaining. We want to keep it interesting. We want to keep it as balanced as possible, while making progress towards the end goal. Correct, GLM. That is correct. Let's see here. M4 adapters. Yeah, like I was saying, no adapters. Use what your gun is rated for. Also so you can't come out there with a drum-fed MP5 or something crazy. Just you have to use the correct caliber mag for your weapon, stuff like that. But well worth it. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I saw the ones that you had. I think one of you had blue and one green, and they're amazing, freaking amazing. But Yeah, it's out of the realm for most people. I see. So we've got some ideas that we're planning on working on and stuff like that. So more to come on that. Any other questions with this? Because if not, the tax off is on our website. You can go there and read it. Oh, I gotta do the channels. Let me write that down because I haven't done that yet. I'll announce the channels and stuff at the event. I gotta figure out how many people are going to be there so I know exactly how many channels to do that stuff with. Also, just beware too. Get your tickets soon. I believe it was that we had set that if you wait till the week before to get them, the price of tickets will go up, especially at the gate. They'll be up by $10. It's just this way so we can plan things better. Let's see here. Does RLNA have a CO yet? Not yet, because I was waiting for more people to sign up. I know who, if you want to have it, you seem fairly interested in this kind of stuff. So if you wanted to step up as the RLNA CO, you can. We typically have a G2 member be on each side because we know the event back and forward. So, but we could definitely have you like co-command with one of our guys or whatever. Let you lead the charge, but just have someone there to kind of help guide you through any questions or whatever you may have for the whole thing. My wife actually said that she would like to co-command with someone. Some people had mentioned having her be the sole commander, but she said she doesn't know enough about what she's doing. So
She loves headshots.
yeah, so it should be kind of entertaining. When will we know the COs for the team? Should be within the week before the event. So I'll post out. So I got a thing I could do, or I could like mass email everybody. I think I'll probably just post some stuff on our channel, so everybody knows what's going on with that. Yeah, have her do it. Yeah, so I mean, she'll be for the USA. I don't know what team you're going to be, Hoot, but if you're a green, you can do that one. The RLNA, she'll be USA, partial. How long is Owen play on Sunday? Same time, 11 to 5. Gates open at 9. If you want this, some of the notes are kind of garbage because they, like I said, they kind
You wrote them.
of contradict one another. All right, if that's everything, we'll. Oh, make sure, even though it's colder out, drink water. I cannot stress that enough. On this field, you'll lose water, whether it's warm or cold. You'll be running around a lot, doing a lot of stuff. Drink water. What's up, Clayton? Clayton boy.
Oh, our foreign exchange student.
Let's see here. All right. I'm assuming that's it. So, we've got a little special announcement for another event we're going to be planning on. We've been working with Caleb Tucker on this. I'll let him take over command on this one and jump in when needed.
Jump in when needed. So, guys, as some of you've known, I've been keeping a secret. Actually, several. It's up to him if I tell you more than one. But we have been working together on Ohio's largest zombie milsim event, or milsim light. But we're going to change it up a little bit on you guys. If you guys are familiar with some of the other zombie events, we will have permanent zombies on the field that cannot be fully killed. We are bringing something different to it, making it a little spooky for you guys, and also having many different objectives to complete this mission. So we have been working about 3 months on this, just ideas.
Yeah.
And I know some of you guys may not know who I am. I'm a YouTuber. I just make random content of shooting some of you guys, but I've been tossing around ideas with my wife, which I think she's in here, and decided to make a move when G2 opened a much larger field than what they had. And we have some great ideas for you guys with this event. I don't want to give too much away, but it is called Operation Rebirth. So, we are looking at... Can I go ahead and drop the date?
Yeah.
It will be October 21st of 2023. So we have plenty of time to plan and make things fun for you guys. We are still working on a lot of the details, which will be coming soon. We have different length of zombies. We have daytime zombies. Nighttime zombies are full World War Z style, where they can charge you from miles away if they want to. And I believe we are using the whole field once again for this one. And as you guys can see, he popped it up. That is the logo for Operation Rebirth.
You can go ahead. I'm just answering some questions.
Well, that's fine. If you need to answer them, you go ahead. So, a quick little thing. There is objectives to capture a scientist. There are objectives of capturing intel, which some may lead you into traps if not followed correctly. There will be mercenaries. There will be prisoners that give intel. Not saying that it will be true intel. You may get led into a trap with explosives. You may get led into a trap with 30 zombies. Well, I guess we'll just see. We're doing the typical armband kind of thing, like ribbons. We haven't finalized what it's going to be. We don't want people getting physical with each other because some people get offended being touched. And we don't want anything like that, so we are going to do like the pull ribbons like flag football. It will be Springers only, so Springer shotguns, pistols, and maybe bolt actions if you guys are under a certain joule limit, which we are still working on the details of that. There will be an end result if you guys get all the intel. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the ending for you guys. As the event gets closer, we will release more details. And be on the lookout for sneak peek videos or hints to what is coming the closer we get as well. And let me see, what else do you want me to include with this without giving too much away? You want me to do those two?
Yeah, you can do all that stuff.
Okay.
You can tell them basically what we've come up with so far. And keep in mind, too, that even though what we have on this paper, some things are going to change still even.
So we are going to have this set, since it is a Springer kind of pistol shotgun, we are going to limit ammo, which you guys can actually find it on the field with certain intel drops. And some may lead you to ammo that has been taken by another team, without giving you guys too much. And we are running no nods for this event because there would really be a high advantage against a bunch of players that are just there. Like, we plan on bringing in the cosplay community. You guys can wear whatever if you volunteer as a zombie, which I will let you release the details on what we talked about for the zombie players when that time comes. We do not have prices yet. We just have the date set. We got...
That's one thing. With the no nods thing, that's mostly because what we want to happen is
element of surprise.
You have an element of surprise where, like, you might come around a tree or around a doorway or something like that, and a zombie be there. So we don't want to give that away with you being able to see it before it happens. And some of you may not have seen the field at nighttime. We do have some solar lights out there that we'll have placed around here and there, so it won't be total darkness.
And another fun guy that we will be bringing in, or multiple, we will have Juggernaut zombies that cannot be eliminated.
Yeah, like gas shotguns. I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Gas shotguns, it just depends if they can go under a certain joule limit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we don't need them overpowering.
Yeah, we just don't want to hurt the cosplayers that are coming out to help pull off the event.
Because some are cosplay, some will be airsoft, some will be both, and they want to do kind of like a Revelations Fallout theme. Like, feel free to dress up however you want if you were a zombie. Just keep it appropriate. No inappropriate outfits will be accepted. You will be turned away. We don't care how many followers, subscribers, whatever you have. Just keep it appropriate. We will not tolerate that. Zombies, you have a 30-second death. When you are hit, you just drop to the ground. Since it is springers, you will not be overshot for not doing it. Your respawn is, 200 foot away?
Yeah.
You push yourself back 200 feet, and then you can respawn after 30 seconds. Once your death time is up. When a zombie is attacked, it can run, even during the day. But at night, you are fair game for any of the zombies to attack you at full speed. Let's see. So if you are approaching zombies, they will be only able to attack you if you are within 5 feet of them. And they can have a rage mode if you attack them from a distance. And using smoke will gather the zombies together in groups. They will be attracted to smoke. We will have different color smokes for different things, I'm sure, which will be coming later. I'm not going to give away any of the props that we are using. A couple of them are a big surprise. You guys will find out later once we get everything wrote up for it. So we are doing... Are we doing the open play Sunday on this one as well?
Yeah.
Because you have it listed, and I didn't know if you still wanted to do this before I announce it.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, so for this one, we are doing a Friday night brief. Our event is actually on the Saturday. So we're doing a Friday night brief from 6 to 7, and from 7 to 9 is a night game. And then Saturday we will have our full event, and Sunday will be an open play as well, with normal full ammo and everything else. No limitations, just regular open play. Got any questions so far or anything about it?
He was asking about 100,000 lume light flashlight. I was like, yeah, bring it.
Bring it on. Just if you do decide to attach IR lasers, please be considerate to people's eyes. There's no point in blinding them if you have a Springer pistol, Springer shotgun. Like, just as a fun little way, shine it at them and pretend that you're Rambo or whatever you want to do. Just be aware and don't purposely try to put somebody's eye out with a laser.
I don't think anybody said no gas shotties. That was a question. But we were just saying, like, as long as the gas shotgun falls underneath those.
You will probably have an
jewel
MAD
rating.
if you have a gas shotgun, because I have personally seen what those can do at close range to a watermelon. So you will probably be set with an MAD if you do run gas, but we would prefer this to be a full Springer event.
Yeah, we just have to remember that not everybody that's coming to this is an airsoft player, so we want to make sure that they don't get upset as well.
And they will be wearing their Face Pro. We will make it mandatory for the zombies to have some sort of Face Pro. If they are of age, they can make that choice. If they want to take the chance to lose a tooth or not, that's on them. But they will be dressed, obviously, because it is October, so our weather kind of fluctuates as we have seen this month. Let's see. Try not to give away too much. So we also are going to incorporate a scientist into this. The location will constantly be changing on the scientist. The survivors must find him to get a certain information packet from him to locate a certain item that we are not saying as of now. As a surprise for you guys. And I think that is pretty much the base rundown without giving away too much.
Yeah, so the basic gist is that you're going to have to find some intel to locate the scientists, and that stuff can change. You could get some false information.
Yes.
You could get some good information, all that kind of stuff. So
we're gonna have lots of traps set for you guys and make it very entertaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, and there'll be hopefully a lot of zombies. So you'll have Team A and B as well as the cosplays. So Team B will start off with being the zombies. So you'll have, I think it's like 4 hours to complete the mission, and then you guys will swap, and then you reverse the roles. Basically, you'll become the zombie, and the other people will be the what team? Did we give them a name yet?
No.
Oh shit! That's why I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you'll have just a group. The B group will become the A group, and so on and so forth. And then there will be a night mission that we have set in the notes. I don't think we should really tell you guys too much about that because it's kind of like a tier 1 thing. But
just remember, no nods, because it's going to be a fun experience for you without. We don't want to ruin it, but at the same time, we want to keep everything as a surprise. When you get to the field during an open play, the next day you may get there and it look totally deranged and not very G2.
Yeah, I think we'll probably start selling tickets beginning of the year. This way people got time to plan for it and all that good stuff, because some people are going to have to, get some gear together to become a zombie or whatever for the cosplay stuff, which cosplayers get in free.
But you are limited to being a zombie. If you are a cosplayer that wants to do this event, your entry will be free. You still do have to sign the waiver, and they will, I'm sure we can arrange where there's a registration for you guys. And did we discuss patches? Event patches?
We have not yet. What about them?
When they purchase their ticket,
they get a patch.
Yeah. Because some of the cosplay community that may be watching does not know that. Anybody that does participate will also get their event patch, which we will be finalizing designs on that, and it may not be the one on your screen, but it might be, or we could switch it up and surprise you with something else. So, lots of behind the scenes stuff that we still cannot share with you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot. Even stuff he don't know yet.
Well, that's rude. I'll tell your secrets.
I'm telling you, man, we've got... Yeah, aside from building the shop, we've been discussing a bunch of ideas and stuff that we want to start doing for next year. Just to give you a heads up, our game plan right now is to get the shop up and running, and then we're going to get that little field area that was supposed to be for paintball up and running as well. What we're going to do there is it's going to be simple, probably just a couple weekends. We'll get some pallet stuff brought up there, put some stuff up, because that'll be for if people show up for paintball. And I think a good portion of people will do the gel blaster thing, so that'll get going. And all that stuff's going to help us get more money to build up the field. Because wood's expensive, we're going to need a lot of wood. We got to buy a lot of paint to paint all that wood to keep it good for a long time. What's going on here? Great Lakes mentioned it, so I just wanted to be sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. He was asking, I think, about it. But then, so then we'll get to building Camp Victory up, because there's going to be a huge compound down there, and some other stuff we're going to do down there that I can't tell you yet. Because I don't want to get any hopes up if plans change. We have a 3-year plan in place, and some things may change from now till then, so I don't want to divulge in too much.
Oh, should you tell them our other secret? You know, that event that follows that one that following year, like in 2024 that we've been discussing? Should you tell them about that?
The
one that starts with the W? You should just hint it. Just give them the name and tell them
Oh,
what it's about.
it's on the website. The hint.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Because you guys thought we was only gonna do one event together, really? So we're gonna pull up a little sneak for you guys real quick. Oh, okay. So if you see the screen right now, you know exactly what you saw, but we are not going to give it away just yet. I mean, if you guys blow up the chat right now and harass Darren, I'm sure he will cave. He will give you the name and tell you what it is, but we're not releasing any details of it, but you can know the game and the play style. Just blow up the chat right now. Tell him to tell you.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I think they know me too well that I won't do it.
You're gonna cave. You got a special guest. We gotta tell him.
Then let's see. Is there anything? I thought there was something else that we were going to tell them, but actually I think that probably is everything.
People are debating on typing it to you.
Yeah, they're too busy, probably not paying attention anymore.
Yeah, they're like, oh, cool. They said an event.
So yeah, we just
Consider it blown up. There it goes. See?
So yeah, we just plan on doing the rebirth. We were thinking about the patch for the rebirth as just the title, and then like the dead mother giving birth to a zombie child will be some shirts or something. Also our shirts will be on sale for $15 for the rest of the year, so we can get a new set in.
Great Lakes is awesome.
Chairsoft. Don't be taking our logo or slogan. All right, well, I guess if that's everything, anybody got any last minute questions? Spill it. Look, you can go to.
They're just gonna keep spamming it.
Fuck it.
I told you Great Lakes would get you. They're just gonna keep spamming it. Keep going. And you got other ones that are saying, come on, Darren.
Alright, well, okay, before I tell you the other event, I'll show you a little something else. Great Lakes just wants our ideas.
Don't steal it if we spill it. Now we got everybody doing it.
Alright, so we got this one. Well, we had that for a little bit. I was surprised nobody like clicked on it or wondered what it was. But that was for our zombie event. This is for the one I'll tell you about here in a second. Oh, it comes up blank. Well, I guess I'll have to fix that one.
Well, it does say what just happened.
Do what?
As a description.
It does. It does. It just says about blank. Oh, damn. Okay, I'll have to fix that one.
That's perfect. What just happened? Then it's a blank page.
Yeah, so, yeah. So these are your clues for the new events that we're planning on doing in 2023. 2024.
Jumping the gun again.
Aside from the presidential debates one, I don't know if we should do that one again. So basically what it is, it's an event called White Rhino. It's similar to our Explosive Sunset, but it's more so about the cartel versus the DEA. And the cool thing about it is that you'll have these White Rhino coins that will be at various facilities that you have to capture, and the DEA has to capture and recover the drugs and stuff. But the catch is that the DEA actually has to transport those drugs to a location and secure them for the entire day.
That means vehicles on the field.
Yeah, vehicles will be allowed. Vehicles are actually allowed during this explosive sunset too. I forgot to put that out there. And but the cool thing about it is that the cartel can attack the DEA headquarters to get back their stuff, or intercept them leaving with the drugs and stuff before they get to the HQ to take back the drugs and stuff. So the one thing though you won't get back though are the coins. Wait, no, I'm sorry. You can get back the coins too. So what'll happen is that there will basically be the cartel leader, and he'll have, of course, a couple henchmen or whatever with him, and one of them will be like a juggernaut. We haven't decided yet really how we're gonna dress that up, because we don't want it to just be typical juggernaut. And what'll happen then is, as you collect these coins, if you collect so many of them, it basically just disables the juggernaut. So so that there's a reason and a rhyme to going around and collecting all this stuff to then get the cartel leader.
Do you know who that is that's commenting?
Dryfu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Trippy.
Oh, it's Trippy. Well,
Yeah.
he wasn't part of G2 last time. I don't think. Was he at Pike when we did Explosive Sunset? I don't think he was, because I made a couple props for you then.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't recall if Trippy was there for that or not.
Well, anyways,
Devil's.
Trippy. I do.
That's a good name.
I do movie props and stuff as well outside of Airsoft. Have been for many years. I made some special props for Darren, and he kind of loved them. So we will be making lots more of these said props and some other crazy things for you as well. Oh, he was.
So he was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't remember.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, like I got a little prop here to work on.
One that I hinted, if you follow me on social media.
Yeah.
I saw it first, just so y'all know.
Even
before he saw it, I like broke in his house, and now I'm sitting here again because I'm captive. They got the door locked, so I can't get out.
Yeah, Willy Wonka's factory right here. But yeah, so that's another event that we got planned, and I'm not going to tell you the other two at all, not till maybe next year sometime, because like these events take a lot of time to plan for. We got a lot of props to do. There's a lot of logistics that go into it, because I mean, some things sound great, but then it's like, well, what if this happens, what if that happens, how can we combat that, etc. So we're trying to do our due diligence, and with building up the field, and then having to build these props and stuff, and finally getting a shop ourselves so that we can stop unloading and loading a trailer, and what a mess, and it takes so much time to do that. So blink twice if you're in danger.
You got 3, because I don't know yet.
That dog just laying there?
Yeah, she chilling.
She's chilling down there. Alright, well. Anybody else got any questions? Because if not, I think we'll just end it here. I appreciate everybody tuning in to hear about our Explosive Sunset. One thing quick too is the Explosive Sunset medics will have a red backpack thing that they're going to be wearing, so that'll hold all the props and stuff in it. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so we got some props and stuff for that, and we'll probably have some more stuff to add to before the event day, and for next year we'll just keep adding to make them better, as long as it's perceived well by the community and they think it's of value, and we'll keep pushing forward.
And your honest opinion matters, people. Don't just tell your friends not to come to an event because you didn't like it. Let us know what you don't like so we can fix it for you guys. Like I said, I am not a member of G2. I am just a supporter of them. Have been since I've pretty much met this guy. And they've had 2 separate fields I played that just have been awesome. And you just got to come to him and tell him if something's wrong so he can fix it, not just hide in a shadow
Yeah.
and be like, hey, by the way, you chronoed me too hot. Well, come and tell him so he can fix whoever's doing it, show them, make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, my door's always open. You know,
Please send any of us a message. Like, I got direct contact with him too. If you don't want to come forward as the person with the issue, you can come to me and I can relay it. Same with his wife. You can even contact her if you need to. Just let us know so we can fix things to build this in a positive way to bring something big to Ohio for you guys. That's our
That's
whole
the goal. Jinx.
I got a Pepsi. I would say you owe me a Coke, but I don't like Coke.
Oh, you like Pepsi?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this deal's over with.
Well,
Sorry.
it's fine. I'm a trader because coffee monsters are by Coke, so you know I have to accept my fate somehow. Oh, and if you guys want to see me play and not a ghillie at a light mill sim, you should come to Explosive Sunset. I am not running a ghillie suit for the first time outdoor in 3 years.
Well, that's even news to me.
Surprise, Darren! Shocker.
Huh.
I've been working on some things.
You're gonna suck not being able to hide from
Oh,
everybody.
no. No, the colors I've chosen though
Just
are very
kidding.
nice. I'm gonna multi-glam like you. I always told you I wanted to be like you when I grew up, so I got the multi-glam suit ready to go.
You got a few more inches to go to.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I meant height-wise, but
That's what I meant.
yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
All good. All right, everybody. Thanks again for coming. Make sure to share this video with other people so they get everything with what's going on with the event and stuff. And if there's any more questions, by all means, go ahead and hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or even Discord. We heavily rely on our Discord to organize a lot of stuff. So, yeah, you can find us there. Anything else you want to add?
What's a G2?
Motherfucker.